Hi, this is Chef Janie Pendleton, and today I'm going to teach you how to make my chicken or beef dog treats. Now basically, you just use beef bouillon and beef broth instead of the chicken bouillon and the chicken broth. And it depends what your puppy likes. But today I'm actually going to make the chicken version for my puppy, and we're going to go ahead and get started here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take our GMO-free rolled oats. We want about a cup's worth there. And we're just going to blend this. And that right there is plenty. Okay, that's how it looks. Okay, so now we're ready to put our ingredients together. Of course we have, about a cup, 3/4 of a cup to a cup of our rolled oats. And we just want to soak these up for just a few minutes to soften them up a bit in about a half a cup of this boiled chicken broth that we use, and any brand will do. You can even use your homemade, but I had some store-bought that I had bought in there. And I'm going to take a little bit of this, about a quarter of a box of Jiffy corn muffin mix here. Okay, you can use regular cornmeal. And I'm just going to kind of blend that together here. Add the other half of that boiled chicken broth. That makes a cup of chicken broth total. Mix that for just a minute. And we're going to let this sit for about 5 to 10 minutes. Just long enough to kind of soften up the cornmeal and the rolled oats. And while that is soaking for 5 or 10 minutes, we're going to take another half a cup of chicken broth. And we're going to put in 3 or 4 chicken cubes. And we're going to place this in the microwave until this is nice and boiling. And so be sure to use a microwave safe measuring cup. And we're going to let this boil for, just for a few seconds. Turn it off, and then we're going to let these cubes soften up. And we'll be right back. Now we're just going to add 2 large eggs. I've already done that. We're going to turn that on, and we're going to mix that for about 30 seconds. Raising your speed slowly. That nice and whipped in there. And then we're going to bring that back down to a stir. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to add in that nice chicken stock with the bouillon cubes. So now we've got a total of a cup and a half of liquids. Mix that for just a second, not too high, we don't want to splatter. We're going to turn that back down to stir. And while we're stirring that, we're just going to we want to add a scant tablespoon, which is like 2 teaspoons basically, of brown sugar. I just used a dark brown sugar. You can omit the sugar, dogs don't really need it. And then again, I'm going to add this grandma's molasses. Just about a half a teaspoon. 1/4 to a half a teaspoon will be plenty, since we added the brown sugar. Add a little more. My dog really likes this. And it goes really well with that chicken or beef flavoring, especially with the beef flavoring. The molasses goes really well with that. Okay, set that aside. And if you'd like at this stage, you can add about an 1/8 to a 1/4 cup of peanut butter. And I'm going to because my dog really likes that. But you don't have to. Okay, now I'm just going to add 1 cup of all-purpose flour. You can use whole wheat flour if you like. Or you can use half and half, that's fine. Just be sure you get a cup in there, a good scant cup. Okay. Now I'm just going to add a half a cup of my sweet rice flour. There you go. And here I'm going to add a half a cup of my sweet potato flour. Okay. And I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of my potato flour. Just throw it in there. There we go. see what we've got going here. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more potato flour. And we're just gonna work with these ingredients until we get the nice consistency that we want. Now I'm gonna add another half a cup of the regular all-purpose flour. There it is, it's starting to bulk up. And see when it's starting to make ball? And it's really cleaning the sides. Okay, and the consistency of this should be like a little bit of a sticky Play-Doh, but it shouldn't stick to your hand, see? Now, at this stage, it smells good. It smells like the peanut butter and the chicken broth. Okay, so at this stage, if you like, you can add some mild cheddar cheese. Oh, probably about a half a cup. Just gonna blend it in there. There we go. Let's see what kind of consistency we have now. That's perfect. Okay, that's ready to be rolled out. All right, this is still warm. But if you want to at this stage, you can add a little bit more flour, a little bit more sweet potato flour, a little bit more all-purpose flour, until you get it, this, until it's cleaning the sides of the bowl, and you've got this nice tacky consistency that doesn't stick to your hands. Okay? And that's a nice consistency that can bake up, and the waters and the liquids in that will bake out of it, and you'll have a nice, firm, nice hard biscuit. Be good for cleaning their teeth. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and roll these out. Okay, now I've just lightly sprayed with a little bit of Crisco butter spray. Any type works. Just lightly sprayed, and then just run your hands over the top here and spray your cookie sheets. I'm just using 3 large cookie sheets here. Okay, I've preheated my oven to 375 degrees, 370 degrees if it's a convection oven. And now I've just taken my flour and I've sprinkled it out here on my dough cloth here. I've got one, that's a good thing. And what you want to do here is you just want to get your rolling pin, some flour on it as well, kind of loosen that up a little bit. There we go. Our dough. And we're going to kind of knead it for just a minute, just like this. Okay. And then after we do that, we're just going to break it in half, and we're going to divide it in half. And again, give that a flip. Okay, we're going to take our rolling pin. Flour's not sticking to my rolling pin today for some reason. And we're just going to roll this out. There we go. It's got a nice consistency to this. You can really see the grains of the oats and the cornmeal in here. You can see the pieces of the cheese. See that? That'll melt in there when it's baked. Okay, now, thickness on this. The thickness just depends on the size of your dog. If you have a smaller dog or a puppy, go a little thinner. Go to a little less than 1/4 of an inch. If you have a bigger dog, of course you can go a little thicker. Okay. Now here we have our little puppy bone cookie cutter, which you've seen in my pumpkin dog biscuit video. I got that on eBay for like $1.97. Okay, so we're just going to take this. We're just going to start making our dog biscuits. Dogs really love these. And then again, we'll just make some training bites by using our edge around the edge here. And we'll just kind of clamp these like this. Perfect. Okay. Now you're going to want to take a fork, dip it in a little bit of your flour, and just make a little indention. Just like that. Just like the real doggy bones you get in the store, except ours have no bad chemicals or ingredients that can hurt your puppy. Again, we're just going to give it the little puppy mark here onto our cookie sheet. that I've lightly greased. I mean, very lightly greased. And I kind of take my hand and even kind of wipe them back off again. And you want to sit these kind of like that so it will hold more. You just kind of put them in and out like that. And then you can put some down the center like this. And you want to put them about 1/4 of an inch apart. Just like that. Oops. We didn't cut that one through all the way. That's okay. And we're just going to finish doing this until we filled up, it would be about 2½ cookie sheets worth. Our puppy's going to love these. And we'll be back when I'm finished. Okay, this made about 50 dog bones. Okay, we're just going to place these in a 370 to 375 degree oven. Again, it just depends if it's convection or not. Here we go. And we're going to bake these for about 12 minutes. Now, when the 12 minutes is up, we're just going to shut off the oven. And we're just going to let those sit in the oven for about 1.5 hours.
It's a really hot treat.
Okay. Break it in half for her. They're still a little warm. Okay, sit. Make her.
Hot.
Here, Will.
Sit. Lexi, sit. You're not going to do it. You're just too happy.
Here, well, you got to put down with her. Get down with her.
Come here.
Lexi, sit.
Sit. Sit.
Good girl.
Good girl.
Good girl. Let's see if she likes it. Might still be a little bit hot. Might be a little bit too warm for her yet. Does she like it? She eating it?
So, yeah.
Is that good? Did Mommy do good?
Her mommy. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've had her for a couple weeks.
Sit. Sit. Lay down. Lay down.
Good girl. Good girl.
Good girl.
They make good training treats, don't they? Good girl. So she likes that. She chews it for a minute, and then she spits it back out because it's still a little warm. She's not used to getting them warm. She likes it. You're a beautiful doggy. You want to look up at everybody and see how... Okay, she's going to protect her food. You like it that much, huh? Then she got a beautiful color to her. The white is so white, and the black is so black. You're a beauty. You're a beauty.
You're gonna get her more water.
Lexi. Lexi.
No, you just sit down. You just sit down.
Okay, she made another hole in my new yard. No, Lexi. Oh, Lexi.
Oh, there's holes everywhere. Hang on. I'm getting you some water.
Oh, I guess that's a good thing. She liked them. And if she likes them, that's good enough for me. Well, go ahead, we can take them out of the oven. They're still a little soft, and they're still a little bit too soft. You can take and warm the oven back up, and you can recook them a little bit. But I think that they're going to be okay. I think we'll leave them in here and let them finish drying out a bit.